Hello, everybody. This is Greg Ryan from Greg Ryan Fitness Coaching. Today, we are going to talk about part four of my book, Trainer Dude 100, the 100 things that I did not learn in a classroom. We have been going through the book part by part. We just finished up with Trainer Ethics 101, doing the right thing when it is not popular. So today we are going to go through number 28 through 35 of the psychology to free your mind when it comes to personal training and being a successful fitness trainer. Psychology is a very vital part of the process within yourself. Competition comes not from the world as much as it does come from within. We control our lives and our career by our thoughts and our beliefs. Creativity and gratitude are the cornerstones of success, both emotionally and financially. So, what I'd like to do today is go through some of these things that I have learned from the mental side or the attitude side of personal training and a successful business. So let's dive right into this. Number 28. A business mind is the center of an unaccomplished career. I should say that again. A busy mind is the center of an unaccomplished career. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is we need to practice quiet or meditation time, uh, or the clients and the money will then knock at our door. Practice quiet and meditation time, and clients and the money will come knocking at your door. Now, some of these things are a little deep for most. Some of these things are a little too simple for most to hear, but I will try to explain this in the best possible way that I can when it comes to it. First of all, you got to give yourself some time. You have to have some quiet time on your own. A cluttered mind is not a creative mind. And I have found over the years that if I give myself time first, the rest of it follows. I call it going out the door behind the eight ball. I have noticed with my own life that if I rush out the door, I am in a more of a reactive mode versus a proactive mode during the day. And reactive mode means that I do not make quality decisions and I live more a resistance life instead of a resistance free life. However, if I give myself some time before I go out the door in the morning, whether it's 5 minutes or 10 minutes, I tend to go through the day more in a proactive mode and things tend to come to me. So I believe that a busy mind is an unaccomplished career. I believe we have to take some time for ourselves in meditation or quiet time, preferably in the morning, and you will find that your day will go a lot easier and clients will be, whatever reason, will come around you and the money will follow. So I challenge you to try that. Excuse me. Excuse me. Number 29, think creatively and avoid competing with others. This one's a hard one for a lot of people, is to not compare themselves to other personal trainers. In other words, imagination attracts money, while competitive thinking or being concerned about others repel it. One of the worst things you can do as a fitness trainer is to compete with others. Uh, People will come up to me over the years and say, well, who's your biggest competition? And I said, I have no competition because I really don't. And neither do you. It's not a competitive world. Do your thing and the rest will follow. If you think creatively and you're imaginatively creative, you will attract the money. This is a psychology thing. I get it, and a lot of people might not get it, but this is very true. I have found in my business is that if you think creatively and avoid competing with the other people, everything else will take care of itself. Okay, number 30. You receive what you believe you are worth. You receive what you believe you are worth. In other words, your income is in direct relation to how much confidence you have in your abilities. Now, let me give you an example of this. When I moved to Los Angeles, California in 1989 from the Midwest, my mentality was a Midwestern mentality of that if I could only get paid $10 or $20 an hour as a fitness trainer, man, would that be great. So, when I moved to Los Angeles, California, the perception was of a $10 or $20 fitness trainer was that that person did not know his stuff. Whether right or wrong, that was the perception. So my attitude was I'm only as good as the people I hang around, and if I want to be like somebody, I would ask them and have them counsel me. So when I started working for Kathy Smith, there was a bunch of trainers in there, and a lot of them were good, and a lot of them were not that great. But I did respect a few of them, and I took them to lunch. And I took them to lunch, and I asked them, kind of what their secrets were and what their attitudes about business were. And both of them, the two successful ones in the gym, said the same thing to me. They said, double your price. Well, my first reaction to that was, heck no, I'm not doubling my price. I don't. If I could just get $20 an hour, I would think that would be great. And both of them said to me, whether truth or not, they said it's about perception. It's about what other people think you are worth and what you think you're worth. Well, I didn't believe I was worth $40 an hour, let alone $200 an hour. But over time, in leaps of faith, I increased my fees, and surprisingly, at first, I increased my business. But what was really interesting was that the more money that I charged, the more confidence I had, and the more customer service that I gave, and the money continued to follow behind that. So in a short period of time, I went from $20 an hour to $200 an hour average as a fitness trainer, and as busy as I could be, because I believed I was worth $40 an hour. I believed I was worth $60 an hour. I believed I was worth $100 an hour. You receive what you believe you are worth, not necessarily what the market can bear. And we will talk about that later on in this book about that. So, your income is in direct relationship to how much confidence you have in your abilities. Number 31, you do not have because you do not ask. This one was a really harsh reality to me. Over the years, I have been hesitant on asking for referrals, for asking for business, and that had to do with my pride, pure and simple. And so I learned that I did not have because I did not ask. I would have clients come to me after asking and say, well, we didn't know that you needed any clients because you did not ask. We had a couple people that we wanted you to work with. However, we thought you were full because we assumed that you weren't that you were busy. And I'm like, oh darn, and that was a good lesson for me, was that you do not have because you do not ask. And we will talk about this also in later chapters, and we've delved in on it a little bit in prior chapters on the fact of gatekeepers. And so I created these gatekeepers, and I asked them for business, and I was able to generate referrals without generating referrals without having to spend a lot of money on outside advertisement. So do not be afraid to ask because you really don't have. Number 32, the mind's eye does not know right from wrong. The mind's eye does not know the right from wrong. Now, what the heck does that mean? What that means is never underestimate the power of visualizing your business, your future, and the income that you so desire. I cannot I cannot overstate this enough. that when you visualize your business, for whatever reason, you call it faith, you call it law of attraction, some people believe in, whatever that is, do not underestimate the power of visualizing where you want your business to be. I have done this 4 or 5 times in my life when I've relocated to different parts of the world. I have visualized, and every single time that I have visualized and wrote things down in a creative job description, 95% of those things came true within 1 year to 18 months. It has blown my mind every single time that I have visualized and put things on vision boards that they have come true. So do not be afraid to be imaginative in your fitness training business. Number 33, if you want money, be grateful for what you have first. Um, this is a biblical principle. Yes, I am a Christian. I have no qualms about that in sharing my faith. And I do believe that you need to be grateful for what you have first before the universe and your spiritual creator will give you more. What I mean by that is gratitude is the key to opening up the door to your bank vault. A lot of times, a lot of trainers spend most of their time focusing on what they do not have versus what is to come. And I believe that there's a law of the universe that if you are grateful and appreciative for what your businesses already have, then the world will bring you more. But if you are not appreciative to it and you're always complaining and you're always the victim of everything and this is not going the right way and these people aren't exercising like I'd like for them to, they're not doing their food plan, whatever, then you will get what you are projecting. So my encouragement to you is if you want money, be grateful for what you have first. Number 34, your will controls your pocketbook. Your will controls your pocketbook. What do I mean by that? What I mean is, believe it or not, you can will things into existence if you are strong enough to do the emotional work. This is a mental business. This is not a spreadsheet business. Rich trainer, poor trainer has nothing to do with spreadsheets. It has everything to do with the mental side, the people side of personal training. Your will controls your pocketbook. If you believe it, you will receive it. I totally believe. And I believe that you can take a mediocre person and make them great in the eyes of the world, in the eyes of themselves, if the will is there. And last on this segment of Trainer Dude 100, the psychology of fitness and freeing your mind, free your mind and the rest will follow. I believe your mind is your biggest competitor, not life, not other trainers, or the economy. I have done things that 90% of the other trainers could not do or did not, shouldn't say could not do, they could have done, but would not do or have the willingness to do. I made money when the economy was tanking. I I niched myself. I did things different. Your mind is your biggest competitor, not another trainer. Free it up and watch what happens. Take care of yourself first, just like when it comes to charity or tithing or good financial principles. You pay yourself first and you give to charity. If you give your time and your energy to yourself first and fill your cup up, you will be shocked at what comes to you from life and around you. I believe that all your business that you will ever need is within 20 feet of you every single day of your life if you are listening. I do not believe that you have to go out and find it. I believe that it will come to you if you take time first to meditate, to visualize, to free your mind into a proper place, and you will be successful. A busy mind is a. If you have any other questions or concerns or about my coaching, you can email me at gregryanfitness at yahoo.com.